Alright, Brandon and Trevor, your drinking buddies, back again with another episode. We got a sweet tooth today.
Ooh.
Today we got a sweet tooth. There's only one cure for that, ladies and gentlemen. Dessert stouts.
Oh, you know it.
Dessert stouts, I would say, are more sweet style stout with candy-like flavor, caramel, chocolate, vanilla, and even some like treats in there, some actual like candy and desserts. So we got a pretty fun episode. You know, Trevor and I love the stouts.
Oh yeah.
So today should be fun. We did the IPAs, and you know we love them, but
they will be back.
Yeah. All right. Starting off today with Dragon's Milk Reserve. This is the Stroopwafel edition. Bourbon barrel aged stout with caramel, vanilla, cinnamon, coffee, and actual Stroopwafel cookies. The Stroopwafel cookie is like a German or Belgian cookie, like a wafer cookie with a thin little layer of caramel on the inside. I don't like them. Trevor and I have had this beer before, a little spoiler alert, but it makes me want to like the Stroopwafel cookie if it tastes like this. We should have had Stroopwafel cookies to put in the goddamn beer. Dragon's Milk Stroopwafel, 11%, New Holland Brewery in New Holland, Michigan. The Stroopwafel is a classic Dutch treat, frequently enjoyed with a cup of coffee. Inspired by this popular pastry, our brewers set out to pair those delicious flavors with Dragon's Milk. This reserve was aged in select bourbon barrels and finished on a bed of caramel, vanilla, cinnamon, coffee, and whole Stroopwafel cookies. When tradition tastes this good, it's hard to resist. So...
resist we didn't.
We did not. Let's get her cracking. It pours brown.
Yeah.
It doesn't really look like a stout. It looks more like a brown. First beer, Stroopwafel, Dragon's Milk. I get coffee and caramel.
Yeah.
With an oak bourbon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Vanilla and cinnamon, they're buried.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're in there. I don't taste them, but it's because they are buried. There's a lot of ingredients going on in this, so.
It's got kind of like a graham crackery taste, almost.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. It tastes more like a graham cracker than a Stroopwafel cookie.
That's probably the cinnamon. And
yeah. And it almost feels light.
Yeah,
almost drinks
it's light-bodied, yeah, for sure.
Because, yeah, when I was pouring it, it was more on the brown side compared to a rich black stout. But look at, I mean, put it up to the light, dude. You can see red coming through.
Oh, yeah. Like, what you can see through is, like, red, ambery.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's got kind of almost a chocolatey aftertaste. Yeah, none of the flavors are, like, super...
popping.
Yeah. Good word.
Thanks. Yeah, caramel, coffee, oaky, bourbon flavor. Yeah. Really, I mean, light-bodied for what I thought this barrel-aged 11% stout was going to be. Mm-hmm. It is red-brown colored malt peeking through the edges. I was expecting like a rich black stout, but wasn't bad for the first one. Actually, I'm kind of glad we did this for the first one because it was kind of easy.
It wasn't as heavy as we thought.
Yeah.
Or as I remember, really.
From the first time we tried it?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's so cold now? Let it be known, the colder the temperature of a beer, the less amount of flavors come through. I don't...
especially stouts.
Yeah, and stouts, yeah, you do want to drink at a little bit warmer of a temperature so you kind of get that I don't even know if it's aromatics or anything, but you just get a better flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should have backed her down on the temperature a little bit before this, but I don't know, for the first one, do you get vanilla? Do you get the Stroopwafel cookie? I get half of the flavors that they added to it. It is light-bodied, which, hey, I'm glad for the episode because we don't want to get too tanked too quick, but...
I mean, just that we've had so many killer stouts and more, I hope, killer stouts to come.
Yeah.
That, yeah, it's definitely like mid-threes.
Okay.
Mid to high threes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit mine with a 3.8.
3.8.
You're right.
I'll go with 3.6.
Okay. I guess a little malt flavor is coming through now. A little chocolatey, but at the same time, you could misconstrue coffee added to it with a roasted malt flavor. Right. So I don't know. Still doesn't change my score, but
no.
Gotta say it. We got a 4-pack of this and a 4-pack of the vanilla. And I'm telling you right now, that vanilla the vanilla dragon's milk also did not have barely any flavor.
No.
It had zero vanilla flavor, although it was a good malty, oaky, bourbony stout. But for a just double vanilla stout, no vanilla. So I am kind of disappointed with our Day of the Dragon pickups. If you have watched any of our episodes and you have seen Untitled Art being reviewed by us and you still have not tried them, I'm disappointed in you.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to make it up is to message us and show us the very first Untitled Art beer that you get. Promise you that you will say, "Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry we doubted you. Like, you were right the whole time. What were we doing? I don't even remember beer before we found Untitled Art." I mean, that's what's going to happen. And Second beer, double chocolate Fudgy Brownie Stout. That sounds
amazing.
That's a chocolate.
And knowing them,
it's going to be chocolate.
Yeah.
Yes. Woo! Untitled Art, Wanaki, Wisconsin, Imperial Stout with cocoa nibs, vanilla bean, and milk sugar. This comes in at 11.7% alcohol. When Untitled Art says they put something in the beer, there's no doubt that you're going to taste everything that they put in there. So with chocolate, vanilla, milk sugar is not really a flavor, it's a feeling. You are going to get those flavors, and if I chose two ingredients to put in a stout, it would be vanilla and it would be chocolate.
Yep.
I'm excited. Thick and sweet, mama.
Thick.
The head on it,
wow,
compared to the other one, the dragon's milk.
Yeah, I can smell it from here. It smells like brownie batter.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Double chocolate fudgy brownie, sweet, amazing, desserty stout by Untitled Art. Oh my god! Oh my god!
It smells like brownie mix and it tastes like brownies.
Oh man! What?
And it's like super creamy. Super creamy.
Yes. Chocolatey. The vanilla doesn't really come through, but it just ties it. You know what? Actually, I think it does. Because it tastes like a white chocolate, like milk. It was like you dipped. That's what it is. The vanilla and the lactose sugar add this creaminess to it that it tastes like you dipped a brownie in milk.
Yeah.
Do you get a milky?
See that?
Yeah, a milky flavor. Oh my gosh.
That is...
I just aerated it a little bit, and it's like straight chocolate. Like a bar of chocolate afterwards, too. But then at the end, you get a little bit of that alcohol.
Oh, yeah, you definitely get the alcohol in there.
11.7. I mean, you can make this as creamy as you want, but that alcohol is coming through for you.
Pause the episode.
Yeah,
go get you some Untitled Art. Come back and we'll talk about it.
Oh, man. I'm thinking about all the stouts I've ever had. And honestly, Untitled Art, I mean, Wanaki, Wisconsin, we can take a ferry. Right across the lake. And freaking hit up one of the best breweries.
Why'd you go Jamaican mid-lake?
It's,
right across the lake.
For the dessert episode, this is a rich, creamy, brownie, chocolatey stout that I've never tasted the flavors that I'm getting off of anything I've ever had.
No.
I don't care if you don't like stouts, and I don't care if you do like stouts. There's one thing that we can all agree on, is that this beer is a treat.
Yes. Intense
chocolate, great brownie flavor. I don't really get a lot of the fudge, but I can see where they would put that adjective in here.
Being a brownie, I guess, is kind of...
All right. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of that alcohol feeling in the back. You can definitely tell creamy as can be almost. I mean, It is just a treat of beers, and I absolutely love it. I don't want to drink this fast. I want to savor every little drop of this. So drinkability isn't very high.
Probably even a 4.9.
You want? I know.
Because it's that good, and like it's so unique.
Yeah.
That I mean, like I've never tasted a stout anywhere near this.
Yeah. And
I don't know that I will again.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they absolutely nailed it.
Uniqueness. flavor, excitement. Like, I mean, are you joking? You're right. This is a 4.9
The height.
stout. This Drinking Buddies consensual rating, again, 4.9. Untitled art. Gosh dang it. For today's dessert stout episode, I couldn't help myself. So, third beer, Malted Milk Ball Imperial Porter, aged in bourbon barrels by Perrin Brewing. 12% alcohol porter with cocoa, vanilla, and lactose sugar. Again, the things that we look for, the vanilla, the chocolate, the milk sugar. But this is barrel aged and it is a porter base. So I'm kind of excited to see. Might be easier drinking.
Light body.
Yeah, might be easier, and it might be kind of. We might be able to pull the vanilla through.
Maybe.
With it being
with
a little bit lighter.
roast.
Yeah. Malted Milk Ball 2020 pays homage to one of our favorite treats. We deconstructed the flavor profile of a malted milk ball to create a malt beverage brewed with lactose and spiced with vanilla and cocoa nibs. We then laid it down to age for months in oak bourbon barrels. Pours just like the dragon's milk.
Yep.
Actually, the head on it is way lighter. Yeah. This the Untitled art pour was, I mean, just straight brown.
Oh yeah, dark.
Yeah. 2020 malted milk porter by Perrin. Really bourbony.
I guess I get a dryness and like that breathe in is like bourbon.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but it does. It's not like a burn or like.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like a mouthfeel like bourbon.
A dryness and a coolness when you exhale from the liquor.
It's weird.
Are you getting any of the vanilla, cocoa, or milk sugar?
Mm-mm.
No.
See, that one I got the bourbon.
That first one, my whole mouth like felt dry.
Yeah, there's.
I'm gonna give it a second go, but
this one you can actually see through though.
Yeah, you can definitely see through it. So body isn't, it's definitely has a low dense body for sure. Again, the head was super light, so we know it's not this big roasty, huge, heavy malt bill.
I don't get the lactose because I don't feel like it sits anything like a beer with lactose in it. It's not so light bodied, but like I feel like that bourbon makes it like really light bodied.
Yeah.
Like a light bodied feel.
Yeah, because the bourbon will definitely cut the sweetness. If it had the right amount of milk sugar to it, and with it being 12% alcohol, how is this not a bigger, thicker bodied beer?
I mean, not bad.
It is not bad, but my problem with it is I'm not getting cocoa, I'm not getting vanilla, and I'm not getting a rich milk sugar mouthfeel. All I'm getting
it's like very at the very beginning. Like as soon as you take a drink, it's like a little bit
of that milk sugar.
Yeah, just a tiny bit, but it's so like quickly residing with the bourbon that it just like wipes it away.
You never would have even already forget about that little initial
by the time
mouthfeel.
Yep.
Yeah, that bourbon literally.
By the time you taste it, it's gone.
And it's getting its ass kicked by the bourbon in there.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't want to say I'm not happy, but I expected a lot more out of Perrin.
Yeah. And I think that the light bodiness of the porter is what's making the bourbon come through so much.
Panther Cub is a porter, and that was huge.
Oh, yeah.
And that had amazing flavor. So why is this so...
But that was like, it was a porter,
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, it could be... There's a little wiggle room of a light porter to a heavy porter damn near stout. So it's like, what do you want to interpret a porter as, Perrin?
Right.
Well, they went really light on it. They went really easy on the ingredients, unfortunately.
Heavy on the bourbon.
Heavy on the fermentation process, yeah. Babe, can you look up No Rules by Perrin? Can you try to do it with a smile?
And they would also be correct. This beer is special, and that's why it was named as the top beer in the world.
Is that a bold statement?
Award-winning beer, Great American Beer Festival 2020 bronze medal from Field Beer category. Rate Beer Top 10 in Rate Beer Top 10 for World Imperial.
Wow.
Rate Beer rated as one of the Rate Beer World's top new beer release of 2015. Forbes magazine ranked No Rules as one of the top 5 Canarchy beers in 2018. Draft Magazine ranked #1 Decadent Beer winner, sipping in 2016.
No Rules is going to be on the next year's episode. I got to give this a 3.5. I mean, I don't get any of the flavors they added to it. And besides the bourbon, I can't pick out anything. And I mean, it's really hard to drink. And it's not the quality of a beer that I expected from Perrin. So
for being
that,
sorry,
3.5.
For being a light-bodied porter, it's hard to drink.
Yeah.
I'll make it at 3.5.
That's awesome. Okay, fourth and final beer. City Built Brewing Rollie on my wrist. 10% pastry stout with brown sugar, vanilla, and 150 pounds of frosted cinnamon rolls. We went there last Saturday for the very first time. It's kind of a new brewery. They opened up in 2020. Absolutely amazing, top quality beers coming out of City Built. They collabed with Ascension Brewing on this one. Tried a flight glass of it, said, I need something to go of that one there. So City Built 10% pastry stout, frosted cinnamon roll, brown sugar, vanilla stout.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Best way to end the episode. Decadent. Vanilla. Icing. It's like it's not even
at the
vanilla.
back end, yeah.
It's not even vanilla. It's
no, 100%.
icing.
Yep. All that icing just soaked up into the beer. No, that's super good. It's a little sweet.
It's sweet.
Just
with it only being 10%, it could be a little bit higher.
Right.
To try to cut that sweetness a little bit. It is a sweet beer. I mean, it's a pastry stout. It's not the typical dessert. I mean, well, pastry is dessert, but it's not a normal stout with some adjuncts in there. But it is a pastry stout for sure. I kind of almost get that cinnamony cinnamon roll.
And once again, talking about the stickiness on your lips.
Oh my gosh.
This one's like your lips.
That brown sugar, dude. Honestly, at the expense of sounding kind of douchey, the brown sugar adds a complexity to the cinnamon and the vanilla. Am I right? I mean, for real. You don't know what flavors you're getting, but you can tell.
What's coming at you.
Yeah, you're just like, oh my god, dessert. Oh, that's
it's
sweet.
vanilla.
Is it stout? I get a doughy, bready, cinnamon roll, brown sugar flavor out of it. And that vanilla accents that frosting. They both combine into a whole nother huge flavor in there. I mean, it
literally tastes like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a stout cinnamon roll, pretty much.
Yeah.
Not even that. Like, is it just the ingredients that make a cinnannamon roll, or is it a full-on cinnamon roll?
They were the full rolls.
If
150 pounds of straight, baked, fluffed up, iced cinnamon rolls in this brew mash. I mean,
Is that normal to do?
It's borderline illegal, but
they probably had to get pulled permits.
Yeah. It's not a super roasty stout. I can tell you that. It is super sweet, which is what we would expect out of a dessert pastry stout episode.
Mhm.
Brown sugar, cinnamon. Do you get any malt, though? Do you get a stout chocolate roasty malt?
No.
And I actually get a tiny little bit of roast flavor, but not enough to where I get coffee.
Right.
So really,
Yeah,
I
not
get
coffee.
yeah, I get a slight okay malt bill flavor on top of the super sweet additives that they put in it. I mean, it kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, it's extremely unique. Much so like the Untitled art.
Exactly.
Like I think they're kind of hand in hand with
Yes.
their uniqueness.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you're gonna get a stout that's gonna taste like this.
It's a specific kind of quality, rich, visioned brewery that you get these flavors from, and thank God that we are knowledgeable enough to know exactly what breweries do that. And City Built, hats off.
Are you ready now?
Got it. Let's do some sillies. Let's get some sillies out of the way and loosen up a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah, dessert stouts. I would probably, I'd probably define. Okay, I'd probably do. Don't do that face.
Take from the top.
Oh, babe, the bottle opener, babe. I'm so god dang sorry.
You gotta aerate it.
Yeah. Can you say something to clear the air? Thanks. And that sucks because that's. Babe, can you take another sip, babe? Please.
You made a comment about my belly today. I don't want to have any.
How
alcohol.
dare you bring that up on camera? You want, babe? You want to go grab the Perrin beer? Thanks, babe. Appreciate you. Everything you do for us.
You fired me a year ago.
Well, you got rehired.
Yeah. And look
Don't
at that.
push your luck.
I gave you a second chance. Babe, I'm so sorry, but I am tripping that it's not recording. I don't know why. Oh, thank God. No, dude, I just flexed for like a minute straight.
Stout episode.
Stout episode! They get lodged right here!
Subtly said.
Subtly. Subtle. The B is silent.
Subtly sweet.
So.
Subtly.
Subtle. The B is silent.
Subtly.
Okay. Sure. Subtle. Is it?
Subtle.
Yes.
But there's a Y.
Subtly. You're saying subtly.
Subtly.
Yeah!
Yeah.
There it is, yeah. Holy cow.
It's good though.
Our cookies pastry? I'm drunk. Dessert stout episode! And, I do forget her name though. I don't remember what it was. Penelope? Penelope.